a shocking revelation has shaken the Catholic world and beyond. Pope Francis, in an unprecedented gesture, has decided to reveal a disturbing truth related to the third secret of Fatima. This news is shaking the faithful around the world and could have unthinkable geopolitical repercussions. Stay with us until the end to understand how this revelation could influence the fate of Russia and the role of Vladimir Putin on the international stage. At this crucial moment in history, Pope Francis has made a decision that many would have thought impossible: to share with the world a truth hidden for decades in the secret Vatican archives. The third secret of Fatima, shrouded in mystery and speculation for more than a century, carries with it a message of great importance for our time. In the words of the Holy Father, the secret contains a specific warning related to Russia and the role that nation will play in future events. It is important to remember that the secrets of Fatima have been the subject of debate since the apparitions of the Virgin Mary to the three shepherd children in 1917. The first two secrets spoke of the end of the First World War and the fall of communism, events that later came true. But the third secret, the most enigmatic and distressing, has raised questions and fears. Today, Pope Francis has chosen transparency, declaring that it is time for humanity to know the truth. According to what was revealed, the Virgin would have predicted that Russia, after a period of apparent conversion and peace, will once again represent a threat to the entire world. This message seems to find a tragic echo in current events, which see Putin's Russia at the center of growing international tensions. But what does all this mean for us as faithful Catholics? How should we interpret this revelation in light of our faith and the complex geopolitical situation? In this moment of reflection, we invite everyone to join in prayer for peace. Let us recite together: O Mary, Queen of Peace, intercede for us with your Son. Help us to be instruments of peace in a world torn by conflicts. Turn the hearts of the powerful toward justice and guide the nations on the path of unity and brotherhood. Amen. If you share this prayer, please comment with the word Amen below this message to join us in this moment of supplication. Pope Francis stressed that this prophecy should not be interpreted as an inevitable condemnation, but as a call to prayer and action. The Virgin of Fatima did not leave us a message of despair, but an invitation to conversion and prayer for peace in the world. Prophecies are not immutable destinies, but warnings that we can listen to change the course of history. In this context, the figure of Vladimir Putin takes on a special significance. The Russian leader, who has led his country towards a renewed nationalism and greater international assertiveness, seems to embody the threat described in the prophecy. However, we must not forget that the future is not set in stone. The actions of nations and individuals can transform the fate of the world. The message of Fatima invites us to examine our consciences and ask ourselves how we can contribute to a more peaceful and just world. This applies not only to Russia or its leaders, but to every nation and individual. We are all called to do our part with faith and determination. What can we do concretely in the face of these revelations? How can we act in a world that seems increasingly on the brink of chaos? The answer is simple, but powerful: prayer and action. The Virgin of Fatima has given us an extraordinary tool to fight evil and bring peace to our hearts and to the world: the Holy Rosary. Reciting it every day is one of the most effective ways to respond to the call of Our Lady. But prayer is not enough. We are also called to action. Each of us, in our small reality, can make a difference with acts of charity, promoting dialogue in our community, educating young people in the values of peace and brotherhood. Every gesture counts. We cannot ignore the words of Pope Francis. This revelation should not be a source of fear, but an opportunity for renewed spiritual awareness. History teaches us that crises can be moments of great transformation. Let us think of how past generations faced world wars, economic crises, and social changes. With faith and determination, they overcame seemingly insurmountable trials, building a better future. Now it is up to us to take up this witness. The third secret of Fatima has aroused interest and fears since its origin. When the Vatican decided not to publish it in 1950, the choice was the subject of much speculation. What disturbing truths could it contain? Some believed it was a prediction of the end of the world, others that it concerned the crisis of the Church itself. The hypotheses have multiplied over the years, creating an aura of mystery around this message. Only in 2000, during the pontificate of John Paul II, was part of the secret made public, but many believe that not all the truth has been revealed. Pope Francis, with his gesture of openness, has chosen to address the mystery with transparency, making known a message that invites reflection and collective responsibility. Russia has been the focus of many prophecies and theological discussions. The consecration of Russia to the Immaculate Heart of Mary, requested by the Virgin at Fatima, was accomplished by John Paul II in 1984. This act marked a turning point, but the message of Fatima emphasizes that Russia's conversion is an ongoing process. The current situation reminds us that the path to peace requires constant prayer and concrete commitment. The figure of Putin and his role on the world stage represent a complex enigma. The prophecy does not invite us to demonize a single leader, but to understand the spiritual dynamics that underlie conflicts. The real battle, as the message of Fatima teaches, takes place in the hearts of men. The message of Fatima is not only addressed to Catholics, but to all humanity. Peace, justice, and reconciliation are universal values that transcend religious and cultural barriers. This invites us to promote interreligious dialogue and to collaborate for a better world. The revelation of the third secret is an invitation not to lose hope. Despite the difficulties, the future is in our hands. With prayer, faith, and action, we can change the course of history, realizing the vision of peace left to us by the Virgin of Fatima. Share this message with your children, grandchildren, friends. Make sure that the truth revealed by Pope Francis does not remain confined to the pages of newspapers, but becomes a seed of hope and renewal in your communities. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay updated on this crucial topic and activate the notification bell so you don't miss the next videos. May the peace of Christ and the protection of the Virgin of Fatima be with you always. Thank you for sharing this moment of reflection and prayer. May God bless you.